was 17 years old in high school sitting in math class and my phone rung. So I went to check it and shit. I opened up TradingView and I saw I was up $800 in NASDAQ in less than 40 minutes. My teacher was over there explaining some bullshit, teaching whatever she was teaching. I couldn't hold the urge to fucking get up and scream, bro. My heart was literally in my fucking ass. And that right there, bro, that's the day I knew this trading shit was really real, bro. But nigga, get in there, bro, that shit took fucking months of losing, months of grinding, DoorDash just to buy a funded account and blow it the next day, falling asleep to trading videos, trying to learn, trying everything in the book to learn, and trying different strategies and shit, just doing whatever I could to learn. I even almost quit a couple times, bro. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I went from having zero knowledge about day trading to making 10K while I was still in high school. I'm gonna tell you what worked, what didn't work, and what you actually need before you start trading. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. How did I even get introduced into trading, right? To be honest, at first, I saw somebody on TikTok trading, and I saw the charts and the candles and shit, and I didn't really know what it was, but I knew, like, I had, like, some type of interest to it. So I was like, okay, I went down a little rabbit hole, whatever, and I stayed at that. A couple months later, my friend hit me up on Discord, was like, yo, let's start trading. I've been doing this trading shit, and I look, you want to lock in with it. So after that day, we was like, bad, let's lock in. That's when we started doing research. We was on Discord every day, just looking at videos, looking at the charts, just looking at different pairs. And that's really what started the fire. Like, that's really what started my desire to become profitable and get money, because I saw how big this really is, like how big the market is. It's a multi-trillion-dollar market. So we started watching a couple videos or whatever. We opened up a TradingView account and started paper trading. Then we moved from Bitcoin to Forex, then Forex to futures. We opened up a paper trading account. If you don't know what that is, that's basically like, it's basically fake money you used to trade with so you can practice pretty much. It's like just demo. It's like, it's not real. You don't lose, you don't win. It's just basically a fake account with fake money that you can use to practice your trades. And we opened up a demo account just to practice and put the reps in, just to see if we knew what we were doing. I spent about 3 whole weeks just watching the charts, just every day, after school, during school, before I went to bed, when I got up, when I was eating. I was just strictly just watching trading videos every day, just trading videos. I even fucking had dreams about it. That's how much I used to watch that shit. Just learning about the basics, the candlesticks, support and resistance, liquidity, volume, all of that shit. And liquidity is what really stuck out, and that's what ended up being the core of my strategy. I was literally so obsessed with this trading shit. I would fucking wake up, look at the chart, then after school, I would be looking at the chart, see what happened, see if I was right. And I was even in school looking at the charts, and people thought, oh, what are you doing? Are you on stocks? Are you losing money? This and that. And it was just like annoying because I didn't want people to see, but I really wanted to learn. It was like, oh, whatever, now I'm just looking at it, whatever. Even the teachers too, I even had some teachers teaching me shit and giving me some advice or whatever, and that was pretty cool. And I tried to get my friends into it too, but they thought it was weird, so it was like, fuck it. It was just me and my Discord friends every day on a fucking group chat, just looking at the charts, the candlesticks, trying different strategies, whatever, just talking to each other, giving each other trade ideas. A couple months after, I had $500 saved up, and I thought I was ready, so I'm like, fuck it, let's put all this shit into a broker and try to make money. And on my very first week after opening the account with the $500 in it, I lost $200, bro. $200, almost half of my whole account. And it wasn't because the market was rigged or anything. It was completely my fault. I broke every single rule I told myself. I chased trades that I missed, basically having FOMO. I moved my stop loss. I over risked. Every time the trade went against me, I panicked. I tried to go the other way, and then I would go the other way I was just going for. I held my losses for way too long, thinking and hoping they would go back up, because I was just not trying to lose money at all. My heart just shaking on my ass, just beating, and it was just horrible. And I just blew all that money just doing stupid shit. That was the worst part about it. There's this thing traders call revenge trading, and it's basically when you take a loss and you try to immediately get back in to get that win back, and you end up losing, bro. I did that like at least 4 times, bro. I just kept losing, trying to make it back. It was just not working whatsoever. And the biggest lesson I learned from that period is that the market does not give a fuck about your feelings, what you're going on. The market doesn't owe you anything. You don't obey to your own rules, your own risk management, live all the emotional shit behind, to put that shit to the side. Your money is gone. That shit, they're gonna take your money and you're not gonna see that shit back. Doesn't care that you got bills to pay. It doesn't care how bad you want this shit to work. It's just not. The only thing you can control is the risk you put on the trade, and that's about it. And if you can't control that, you're just gonna blow your account. Simple as that. So after that loss, I was fucking defeated. I had lost basically half of my money. It took me 2 fucking weeks to save up that money from doing DoorDash just to get that and blow it in less than an hour. So I went back to paper trading, and low-key, that was the best thing I ever did, because I realized what I was doing wrong. I started taking notes. I started journaling my trades, seeing what I did wrong, what I did right, what best times are for me to trade, what pairs are best for me, what sessions, all of that. So boom, this is when things actually started to work for me. So I stopped trying to trade everything. I picked one strategy and I stuck to it, and I did reps, just did it every day, purpose trading back. And I stuck to one strategy over and over, just kept getting my reps in, back testing, all that shit. The that ended up working for me was the forever model on NASDAQ. The idea is simple. All you gotta do is wait for market to open. So 9:30 Eastern time, that's when New York session opens. That's when there's a lot of volume in the market. So you mark out your lows and your highs. You work, then you wait for a sweep of liquidity of the highs or the lows, and you target the opposite liquidity. Obviously using other confluences like SMTs, FVGs, and stuff like that. But that's pretty much like kind of the simple way to explain it. So I already had everything I needed. I had a clean setup. I had clean rules, clean risk management I had to follow. All I had to do was stick to that plan. But the strategy wasn't even the most important part. What actually changed everything was the position size. I started risking 1% of my account per trade, meaning if I was wrong, I would only lose 1%, and that's it. Basically small enough that a losing streak would not affect me at all, but the wins will stack up. But if I was right consistently, the wins will stack up, you feel me? I also started journaling every single trade, why I entered, how I felt, how the outcome was, how much money I made, thoughts before the trade, and that just made me see things I couldn't see otherwise because I was just in the zone. After about 2 months of consistently doing this, I managed to take my $500 to 2,000. Nothing crazy, but it was still real money. That showed me that this was real, the market is real, the trading, I can really go somewhere with it. 10K didn't build up in one trade in 1 month. That shit took months, weeks, days of just being consistent and losing and winning it back. It's just a whole bunch of shit, bro. There's definitely big days in there too. Like I remember I was in class and it was new, so I had traded it, and I was up $600 in 25 minutes in class. That time I wasn't too excited because I was already used to it, but I was happy as fuck because I cut that move, right? And there, with every good thing comes a bad one. I also lost a lot, but not too much. I never lost more than 300, like 200 around there. It was more than I originally like planned. Like I went over my risk, but you know, we still made it back. The thing that nobody talks about is how slow it is at the beginning, bro. You feel like nothing is happening. You feel like the reps don't count. You feel like you're not learning shit. And then boom, you start clicking. You just hit the aha moment. You start seeing like, okay. And that's when shit click. And you look at your account one day and you just wake up with 10K. For me, that was the day I crossed 10K in profit. At that point, I had already been doing that shit for a whole year, mostly before school, during school. You feel me? At that point, I had already traded for like a year. I would trade during school, after school, whatever time I got to look at the market. If I see my trade, I would go in there. I haven't told my parents at that point until I started getting like serious numbers, like 2K in a week. And that's when it was like, damn, that's just serious. But okay. I have gotta keep it real with you before the video. Most people who try to day trade lose, and that's just as statistically true. I got into this young, I was obsessed, I was just hungry. Out of Philly, we don't really see a lot of people with money, so I really saw this and I was like, yo, this the thing I gotta do. And I lost a lot of money early on. Not tell people you trade, bro. When you trade, it just make it awkward. They start telling you, oh, if I give you money, can you trade for me? Can you teach me? Can you do this? Can you do that? And it's just annoying, but just keep it to yourself and just let the money speak for you. Number 2, never, bro, never trade with money you don't have. That $500 I had saved up over the weeks, so I was okay with losing it. But if you gotta pay rent or you gotta buy lunch to eat to feed your family, do not trade, bro. It's not worth it. It's gonna make you more emotional, and that's gonna make you lose more trades. Just don't do it. Number 3, most of the gurus you see on YouTube or Instagram, TikTok, whatever, trying to sell you $1,000 course, most of the time, I'm not saying they all do, but most of the time they make more money selling you a course than they actually do trading. So be skeptical from who you buy shit. All the knowledge I learned, I got it from free on YouTube, so you can do the same thing. Everything you want is on YouTube. Just stick to one person. If you feel like they're legit, just keep their strategy and just stick to that because everything is free. You don't gotta pay for nothing. Just paper trading, back testing, and just studying. You can achieve and you can learn whatever you want to learn, bro. Number 4, this trading is genuinely a skill. So you gotta treat it like a skill. You gotta take it as serious as you possibly can. You gotta give it the money it deserves and the respect it deserves, because you can actually make a living. Like trading, it can change your life completely and you don't even know. Like a year from now, let's say from a year from now, you start trading and you don't stop. You study, you do back tests, you journal your trades. You never know where you can end up, bro. All it takes is one trade to change your whole entire life. Literally takes months of consistency, practice. So if you think you're gonna get rich quick trading, just don't even get into it, because you're gonna quit. And that's why they say 99% of traders quit early. You don't have the discipline to stick to it. So if you want to start, just open up a paper trading account, pick one strategy, trade for 60 days consistently. If you're not profitable on a paper trading account, real money won't fix it. So do not put real money until you're profitable on a fake account. It's my full story. $500 in, 10K out. Lessons learned. Please like and subscribe. Lessons learned in between. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting my breakdowns on my actual trades, and y'all can get some knowledge out of that. So y'all can kind of get a gist of how I go into the market, how I find my trades. And if y'all want, I can even post my strategy and show you how to trade it. And if you can, please drop a comment and tell me if you've been paper trading or if you're completely new to this. I'm gonna respond to every comment I see. And if you're someone that's always talking about trading and want to get started, send this to them. Somebody that's always talking about trading and want to get started, send this to them. It might save them some expensive mistakes. And yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. I'll see you in the next one.